As a family doctor, I see patients of all ages with sports injuries and repetitive use problems. I'm Dr. Tom Archie, and I'd like to introduce you to the Class 4 cold laser. I often combine laser with acupuncture and physical therapy to enhance the healing of sore tendons, ligaments, and joints. Research indicates the Class 4 cold laser may speed recovery from concussion as well. It's safe and innovative. Visit us at innerhealthmd.com or call 208-578-4550. Family medicine like it used to be, affordable, personal, and looking to the future.
Eye on Sun Valley's Athlete of the Week is brought to you by State Farm Insurance. Patrick Buchanan, agent. Sun Valley Associates is the key to your home, a tradition of excellence since 1962. Put our team to work for you. 208-622-4100. svassociates.com.
I'm Michael David with Eye on Sun Valley Sports, and it's my pleasure to be joined by our Athlete of the Week, Community Schools soccer standout, Ella Viesturs. Ella, congratulations. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
You were selected as Athlete of the Week based on your stellar play for the Cutthroat soccer team this season. You guys are off to a great start. Tell us how it's been going and what you expect out of the team going forward.
We have been playing really well. We've won all of our games. We did play Canyon Ridge last Saturday, but it was a non-conference game. And so we tied 4-4, but it was a really good challenge for us because a lot of our league games aren't very demanding. And so that was very good for us
to face some stiff
get a glimpse
competition,
of what we'll be facing at state.
Right,
yeah.
right.
And we have a really strong team this year. We did lose Kate Rathvon, and she was a key player to our team, but we've been doing well. We have 11 freshmen, so we have a whole team plus what we've already got, and so
great.
Yeah, we have a really strong group.
So last year you guys came oh so close, losing in the state championship title game. Do you use that as motivation this year, or is it kind of just game by game, opponent by opponent? Do you think about that?
Yeah, I think about it sometimes, and I think a lot of us, it's on our minds, in the back of our minds. Kelly talks about it a lot when she's
Coach Feldman, right?
Yes, looking forward to state this year, and it was a bummer to get so far, but it was as far as we've got for a long time, and so it was definitely a big accomplishment for us. And
great accomplishment, and probably a good motivator as you move forward.
Yeah.
You're a midfielder, right? How did you become? Did you settle with that position? Was that a choice that you made, or did coaches early on see that's where you were?
Yeah. So my freshman and sophomore year, I was up front playing forward for a while, and then and Kate Rathvon was in the middle, and then last year I started going back there with her to get ready for this year, and Kelly and I talked about me being back there all of this year, and so I've been prepared for it and preparing, and I've been playing center mid for different teams all my life. So
you've had that offensive mindset, not a defensive mindset.
Yeah.
You like to go out there and score those goals.
Yes.
Nice. Yeah. You've got a big game coming up soon against your rivals, the Wood River Wolverines. You know, it's not a conference game. It doesn't really matter for the standings or postseason, but do you treat it a little differently, knowing that, I mean, you've played with all those girls for a long time. Is it a different game?
It is, for sure. And I think the crowd has a lot to do with it. There's always been, like, the Wood River fans have always been very adamant. Vocal, yes. Same with us, though. So it's really fun to have a game like that, because a lot of times we have people come out to watch our games, but it's nothing like that.
Right.
When people do the face paint and they dress up and there's chanting and stuff like that.
So as a player, when you're out there on the field, you can feel that.
Yeah, for sure.
And does it make a difference?
Yeah, it does. For me, a lot of people don't like when there's a big crowd at the game, but for me, it really not motivates me, but it really gets me fired up more so than it would if there was no one there, obviously. But definitely a game changer.
Very cool. Well,
Yeah.
we'll be out covering that game, so it's going to be exciting
Yes.
to see you with your Wood River Valley rivals going at it.
Yeah, I'm excited.
So you were a ski racer for a long
was.
time. There's lots of ski racers on the soccer team.
Yeah.
Why is that? Is it that training wise they seem to mesh, or why do you see so many skiers that are also playing soccer?
I don't know. It's the biggest sport at our school, and it's really fun. It's not. I don't know. It's not the highest level varsity team you would see, but it's definitely something that everyone can do, and everyone who wants to play can play. And so you have these ski racers that aren't skiing in the fall and the spring, and so they come out and they will play.
It's great conditioning and things like that.
Yeah, and they're
Speaking of conditioning, you're playing at altitude. Do you think that sometimes affects, or is a benefit to you, or does it affect your opponents, do you think, when they come up and play?
I think it's definitely beneficial for us. I'm not sure how it affects our opponents. I bet it does.
Right.
But yeah, it is. It's very it's a challenge, but it's good for us.
Right. So you were a good alpine racer. Why did you hang up your competitive skis?
So I quit to play club soccer in Boise, so I'm traveling 2-3 times a week to go to Boise and practice and train and play in league games. But also, it was hard. It's hard for me to miss school like that. And I would have been on the FIS team last year, and last year was my first winter off of ski team.
Okay.
And so that was good for me, and it was very beneficial for me to be able to stay home and focus on school and get that done.
Well, and that kind of leads me into that question about being able to balance your schoolwork and all the preparation for soccer and still have a social life.
Yeah.
How do you
it's
do
a
it?
lot. I don't know. I like to be busy though, so
Right.
I get up early. I'll do whatever I need to do, finish homework, go to school, do that, go to practice, come home, do more homework. But I like it. I like long days.
Well,
So
congratulations on finding a way to do that. Did you have role models or be it professional athletes or anyone else that kind of inspired you to be your best?
Yes, they don't. Yes, I do.
Yeah.
I'll follow like the Stanford team. I did a camp there a couple summers ago, and one of the best players, Andy Sullivan, was my coach, and so. And I didn't know who she was when I was there, but then I started following them, and it's crazy to know that she was like one of my coaches, and they're doing so well. So I follow them.
Right.
And it gets me really excited to play when I watch their games.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
What are your plans? You're a senior at the community school. What are your plans post high school? Do they include soccer?
Hopefully, that's the goal. I'm not quite sure where I'm going yet, but I definitely want to play soccer, or at least try club, whatever it is.
Right, sure.
Just keep playing, yeah. Looking at East Coast schools, so we'll see.
East Coast.
Yeah.
Well, fantastic. Your dad is a pretty famous mountain climber. Did you ever feel like a pressure or a desire to pursue mountain climbing?
No, but it's definitely an intrigue. I'd love to climb Rainier and Kilimanjaro and mountains like that. It's not something I would necessarily pursue as
It's like a profession or
yeah,
something.
but it's definitely interesting, and especially because it's been his whole life. So I definitely want to do more of that.
So on top of everything else, you also find time to give back to your community. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, I'm a part of the Compassionate Leaders program, which is through the Flourish Foundation, and so they do community service work, and they do international trips to help with organizations, mostly with kids. And I haven't been on a trip yet. I've only been a part of it for a year, but there's a ton of local opportunities to give back, and I also volunteer through the school, like through the Harvest Festival. We do set up, clean up, stuff like that,
Right.
and just little events like that. We can always help out.
Thank you for finding time to do that. It
Yes.
is very important, and congratulations on everything else. We'll be
Thank
we'll
you.
be watching you.
Thank you.
My guest has been Ella Viesturs, Community Schools Soccer Standout. I want to thank our sponsors for making this possible. Patrick Buchanan from State Farm Insurance, Sun Valley Associates, a tradition of excellence since 1962, and Dr. Tom Archie with Inner Health MD, family medicine the way it used to be. I'm Michael David with Eye on Sun Valley Sports. keeping my eye on Wood River Valley sports and Wood River Valley soccer standouts for you.
Eye on Sun Valley, daily local news from beautiful Sun Valley, Idaho.